Hey guys, PkmariO. Apologies in advance for perhaps sounding congested. We're all human, we all get colds. That's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know in case. So I just reached 75 subscribers, and in order to celebrate, I promised that I would do a question and answer type thing, and well, that's what we're going to do. So let's get into it. So the first question comes from PkMarMar. Are you Proto Mario? No. He made a video on that about a week or something like that ago, and it's basically some little funny video uh, connecting a whole bunch of things about my channel over to Proto Mario, I guess, and yeah, it's a weird video, but I joked around saying that he actually put in more research than the salty 4-year-old who actually took everything I said way too seriously and made a video ripping off Drama Alert. Yeah, so that was from PkMarMar. From Upcast Thunder 35, a friend of mine outside of YouTube. What is your opinion on Minecraft Wii U and Pokemon Go? Minecraft Wii U, very bad. I mean, I could see how it fits on every other console that it's on, but why the Wii U when you already have like 5 or 6 different games specifically to cash in on the success of Minecraft? As silly as that might sound, that's just my belief on it. I I almost want to spit on a copy of Minecraft Wii U Edition every time I see it at Best Buy, and I just think to myself, wow, it's insulting how this even came into existence. I am sorry in advance to anyone who might actually enjoy Minecraft Wii U Edition, but that's just my opinion, and if you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen, I guess. So from Mega Man Plays, he's actually got 3 questions to ask me. One, how do you feel about Conker not having a game in 10 years? I've never played the Conker games because of, well, the first one is because the one on the Nintendo 64 is way too expensive, and it's rated M for mature. I don't play games that are more violent than T for teen, and even then, the only games that I've played that are rated T for teen are Super Smash Bros., Melee, and Brawl. And yeah, so maybe Conker could get a spiritual successor, kind of like Banjo Kazooie did. Like, ukulele might be one of the first good spiritual successors, because Mighty Number 9 exists, and it's awful. But yeah, uh, second question, have you played Samba de Amigo? I presume you're talking about the Dreamcast game with the Mexican monkey thing? Yeah, I don't have a Dreamcast, so I've never played the game, so yeah, no. Um, Third, what is your opinion on the NX? So Zelda Breath of the Wild is the only game that I know is being released on the NX as of right now, but the rest of it is just rumors, though, so yeah. And despite Zelda Breath of the Wild looking like a really impressive game, Zelda isn't exactly my favorite Nintendo franchise, so it might not exactly be enough to drive me towards the system. Maybe when they announce a Smash Brothers game and a couple other games that might get me interested, such as the rumored Mario Galaxy 3, that people have speculated from when Miyamoto said that he wanted to create a new type of Mario. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I would buy the system not knowing what games are already on there, people have said that Sonic Mania might be on the NX, so that game is pretty cool looking. And from the awesome Yoshi, would you consider doing a playthrough on a game other than Melee? Um, well, I do have plans to do a playthrough for Kirby's Adventure and Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64. Well, Kirby's Adventure is on the NES, by the way, so don't go around mistaking it for a Nintendo 64 game. Um, yeah, I might do those games. And second, who is your favorite Nintendo character? Geno. Mallow and Geno from Super Mario RPG. And from Fan, what is the rarest amiibo you own? Uh, I'm not exactly sure on that one. It's it's about a tie between a three-way tie between Ness, Gold Mario, and Marth. Yeah, I actually got lucky with Marth. He's the only one that I haven't paid more than retail price for of the three. Yeah, I just got really lucky. Walked into Walmart one day and found a Marth amiibo sitting there. But yeah, and from Mohammed Me underscore swag, he says, When are you up? When are you uploading the next episode of Melee Players in a Nutshell? Gee, I never thought that anyone would actually really like that series because, well, it pisses off Melee players because the in a nutshell thing doesn't really go over too well with them, I guess. I'm planning to make a video about Melee's fan base, or at least the Amino fan base. Um, Yeah, I might upload the rest of the episodes. I already have them recorded on my iPad, but yeah, I might upload them someday. I don't exactly know when. I just know that I'll upload them eventually. Okay, so now I just gotta flip over the paper that I wrote everything down on. From Supa DDD98. Who do you think would win in a fight, Mallow or Geno? This comment you wouldn't actually be able to see in that one video because for some reason it was reported as spam, but I did get the email for it. And he said, yeah, and he says, who do you think would win in a fight, Mallow or Geno? Well, they're both pretty well-rounded in terms of abilities. And I'm not exactly sure who would win though, because Mallow has a mind reading ability, but Geno has enhanced durability. I'm not exactly sure who would win, but yeah. I just hope that it ends up with them shaking their hands at the end of the battle. Yeah, I don't really know. And from Net Guy, who is a cartoon character that I created, he says, Can you give me a voice that sounds a bit less like you? Um, maybe. I went back and observed those videos by Net Guy or Net Guy, and I realized that he sounds a bit too much like me, so the whole point of Net Guy is to try and make him sound different, so that way he can kind of be distinguished as a different person. Kind of. But yeah, maybe. From Luigi fan, which game do you like more, Luigi's Mansion or Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon? Well, the original Luigi's Mansion is much better in terms of being an overall scary game. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I feel, just watered down the effect that the original had done, so yeah, it's one of those sequels that, well, it's good, isn't as good as the original. From Quickscoping Ouija 360, he says, "You gonna do more reactions, mate?" I'm not exactly sure. After seeing I Hate Everything do the video I Hate Reaction videos, it made me think that maybe reaction videos might not exactly be the best thing for my channel, so I might do one, but it's highly unlikely. From WeeBoy37, have you ever considered customizing an amiibo? Well, I've not only considered, but I've even attempted customizing an amiibo. I tried making the blue party hat for Pikachu because that's one of his specials. I mean, one of his costumes in Super Smash Brothers, and I felt as though it would be cool to do it for him. But yeah, I've tried, but I can't. I need some extra materials. And from T Dot, he actually has two questions. First off, what was your game console? Well, if we go over to WeeBoy37 and take the boy and 37 out of his name, we get the Wii, which is the first console I had. Yeah, it's a lot of people's first game console. Uh, Yeah, so the Wii was my first game console. Which game do you think is better, the NES or the SNES? Well, let's just say that my favorite game on the NES is my fourth favorite game of all time, and that would be Kirby's Adventure. And my favorite game on the Super Nintendo is my favorite game of all time, and that would be, Super Mario RPG. So, um, I'm not exactly sure, but two of my favorite games of all time, on or at least on my top 10 list, are Super Nintendo games. Yeah, the Super Nintendo. From Court, what are your thoughts on the second wave of the Mario Amiibo line? Um, well, I'm really excited to be able to get my hands on a couple of them. Wario and Rosalina, because they're the hardest to obtain, or at least Super Smash Brothers variants. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm genuinely excited. And the last question comes from Pikachu King, who says, "Have you ever inflicted 9,999 damage using Geno Whirl on an enemy?" And I presume that this was from Super Mario RPG that he's talking about. No, I can't seem to figure out how to do it, and even if I knew how to do it, then I probably still wouldn't be able to do it, but I don't know. So that's about all of the questions that I had here. Um, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for 75 subs, or I guess at this point I have around 77. So thank you for that, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.